Hey guys, this is I'll Stream That back with another episode of Farming Simulator 19, the Contractor. And we need to finish the harvest here on Field 10, so we are going to be doing that today. And all of this, of course, is going to be used to get a sheep pasture and hopefully some sheep. And we want to get those as soon as we can. And the reason for that is because we want to be making money from the wool. And then we don't need to rely on the contracts. Wool is actually a pretty good, profitable thing to do. Most of the time it is. And we already have grass fields. We already have everything for grass. And we also already have a wagon full of grass right now, so we have the food for them. And we're going to continue with this field. I'm going to do a little bit of a time lapse here, and I'll catch up with you guys later. saw, I am using a worker in the harvester right now, and I'm doing that just to kind of speed things along a little bit. I'm not going to make a habit out of that, at least not yet. I really do just want to get out of that field and get the money for it. And let's see here. This is a little bit heavy. But we are almost where we need to go. Alright, so we need to go straight through this roundabout. And there we go. We managed to do that without hitting anything. And we're gonna come around this way. And there we go. So this should get us, I believe, right to around 66%. Maybe a little bit higher. Okay, that gets us to 72%, and the reason it's at 72% is because we are taking stuff off the field right now. So there should be one more full load, and then everything after that should belong to us to use for the chickens, or we can sell all of it, whatever we want to do. We are going to use as much for the chickens as they will take, and the rest will be sold for the extra money. There we go. Let's catch up to the harvester. Right now that is at 30%, and we are actually going to go ahead and let him work. And while that is working, yep. So while that is working, we can go and we can do a few other things real quick. And one of the things that we are going to do is we are going to head to the store. Okay, there's a great demand at the train station mill. Let's see what the great demand is for. And that is for corn at $938 per 1,000 liters. There we go, we can outrun them. So we are headed to the store because we want to grab a couple of things real quick. Okay, we are going to grab the Aquatrans 7300S, and we are going to buy the Flegel Animal Transporter. And there we go, and the reason that we are getting these is so that way we have them ready to go. So for the Joskin water tanker, what we can do, let's get our beacons on. So we can do it right here. Okay, let's turn that around. We want to back that in. And there we go. And that right there is free water. So we're going to fill this up all the way, and then we're going to park this. That way when we do get our sheep, we have water ready to go. And then we're going to come back for the animal transport. And that way we will have that ready to go. And all we need now is $65,000 for the pasture. I think what I want to do at some point is rearrange things a little bit. We don't need to do that now. At some point, this is going to need to be cleaned up. Go. And I think we're just going to leave this right out here for now. There we go. Alright, so he's got a full grain tank, and while we were back at the house, somebody stopped by and said we should be getting some money within the hour of about $100,000, and that is basically for not growing any arable crops on both of our fields. So we are getting a little bit of a government subsidy. So and sure enough, right on the hour, the money came in. So we have enough to do what we want for sheep. So let's go ahead and get that going. So this is our new sheep pasture. So now that we have some sheep, let's go ahead. We're going to hook that up, and I think we're going to use this one. Let's do that, and let's also attach that, because we cannot hook the trailer to the back of the weight. And there we go. So right now we need to go to the barn. In that same yard there is the stockyard. And that right there, I believe, is where the wool comes. So this right here should be... yes. This is where we drop them off. And look at that. We have sheep. So this one right up here must be water. There we go. So let's offload the water. That took quite a bit. That took just about half, or actually a little more than a third. And we're going to need to do a little bit of leveling here, I think. There we go. And that took a little less than a third, so they should be good. So it says their productivity is at 0%, but that will change. And the harvester is at about 83%, so we're going to go ahead and empty that out. If we can catch him before he finishes. And this right over here is where the pallets of wool are going to appear. Alright, so we did a little bit of smoothing, and that should make everything a little bit easier to maneuver. And we're going to see where they are now. They're at 100%. So right now we are just waiting. And I think what we are going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to sell what is in here. Just so that way we have everything ready and we can see exactly how close we are. And we don't have any money coming in yet. Okay, it is 88% done. So probably one more trailer. At the end of this row, I am going to go ahead and take this one trailer. And we will sell what's in there. We're going to end up with about 30... Well, we're going to end up with over 30,000. Probably almost 40,000. Okay, that's at 95 now. Or at least 95 transported. Alright, so there we go. That should be the last that we need to sell to complete the contract. Okay, so it actually said that the contract is finished. Well, in that case, I am not going to sell this. I am going to take this back to the farm and drop this in the chicken coop. So we are not going to complete that contract until we have every last bit of wheat off of the field, because as soon as we complete it, we lose anything that's still on there. We'll tip that out the grain door. Okay, and they are actually just about full. So right now, because of that government subsidy, we are in a pretty good position. So we'll be making money shortly with the wool from the sheep. And we're going to start lining stuff up to be washed. And I think we can do with some maintenance for our harvester. There we go. There's our first bit of wool. Alright, let's grab our other trailer here. Don't know if I can build on that plot. I don't know if that's mine or not. If it is, I would like to build a road. Just to make it a little bit easier to get in and out of my yard. Okay, and first things first, let's make sure that we have everything picked up before we just start giving them food. Grain elevator east, and I think that is where we normally sell. It is not. That is right down there. Okay. And there we go. Let's go ahead and sell the rest of the wheat. That brings us up to $34,565. And I'm going to go ahead and end today's episode right here. I'm going to get everything all cleaned up and put away and ready for the next episode. And I want to thank everybody for watching. My name is All Stream That. Hit that like and subscribe button and ring the bell for notifications.